In a bold move that, really underscores their commitment to global humanitarian causes, Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex have been invited to join an unprecedented coalition of world-renowned leaders. This diverse assembly includes pioneering AI scientists, policy experts, researchers, and influential figures from across ideological spectrums, all united in an urgent call for a prohibition on the development of AI superintelligence. Announced on October 22, 2025, the initiative represents a pivotal moment in the ongoing debate over artificial intelligence's trajectory, emphasizing safety, ethics, and human-centric governance over unchecked innovation. For the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, this invitation is not merely ceremonial, it aligns seamlessly with their lifelong advocacy for compassionate action in an increasingly digital world, channeled through their Archewell Foundation. The coalition's open letter, now bearing over 800 signatures, is a clarion call to pause the relentless pursuit of superintelligent AI, systems defined as those capable of outperforming humans in virtually all cognitive tasks. Superintelligence, often abbreviated as ASI, or artificial superintelligence, evokes visions of machines that could solve humanity's grandest challenges, from curing diseases to, mitigating climate change. Yet the letter's architects warn that without robust safeguards, such technology poses existential risks, potentially leading to unintended consequences that outpace our ability to control them. The document demands, a moratorium until 3 critical conditions are met: broad scientific consensus on safe development pathways, verifiable safety measures to prevent misuse, and widespread public consensus on the technology's deployment. At the heart of this effort is the Future of Life Institute, a non-profit dedicated to steering transformative technologies toward beneficial outcomes. Signatories span the globe and honestly defy easy categorization. AI luminaries like Geoffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI who left Google in 2023 citing safety concerns, tech icons such as Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak and Virgin Group founder Richard Branson, policy heavyweights, including former United States policymakers, and even unexpected voices like conservative commentator Steve Bannon and radio host Glenn Beck. Nobel laureates in physics and economics have lent their prestige, alongside ethicists, philosophers, and representatives from civil society organizations. This ideological breadth, bridging Silicon Valley progressives with right-wing skeptics, signals a rare consensus. The race to superintelligence must be reined in before it spirals beyond human oversight. Prince Harry and Meghan Sussexes' inclusion in this coalition is particularly noteworthy, elevating the conversation from academic circles to the public arena. Invited personally by key organizers, the couple brings a unique blend of royal gravitas, media savvy, and proven activism. Their decision to sign reflects a deliberate extension of their post-royal endeavors, where they have consistently prioritized issues at the intersection of technology, mental health, and social justice. We must ensure that innovation serves humanity, not endangers it, a statement from their representatives echoed, aligning with the letter's ethos. Delving deeper into the invitation process reveals a strategic outreach. Coalition leaders, recognizing the Sussexes' global platform, reaching millions through podcasts, documentaries, and philanthropy, approached them months in advance. Discussions centered on Archewell's foundational principles, which emphasize showing up and doing good in response to pressing world challenges. The foundation, co-founded by Harry and Meghan in 2020, operates under a mission to build compassion through community-driven action. While not explicitly focused on AI, Archewell's initiatives in digital wellness and media literacy provide a natural bridge to this cause. For instance, their programming has delivered resources to over 100,000 girls worldwide, fostering healthy online habits amid rising concerns over social media's psychological toll. Extending this to superintelligence, the Sussexes envision AI as a tool for empowerment only if governed ethically, echoing Archewell's broader work on racial justice, gender equity, and environmental resilience. The tie to Archewell is profound and multifaceted. The Foundation's Welcome Project, which unites over 300 women in storytelling and support networks, underscores a commitment to amplifying marginalized voices in tech discussions. Voices often sidelined in AI development, dominated by a homogeneous group of engineers. Similarly, Archewell's adaptive sports initiatives in Nigeria, benefiting 2,000 youth, highlight inclusive innovation. Applying this lens to AI means advocating for systems that uplift rather than exacerbate inequalities. Meghan Sussex, with her background in Hollywood and advocacy for online safety, has long critiqued the unchecked power of digital platforms. Her involvement in this coalition could catalyse Archewell-led programs on AI literacy, perhaps partnering with signatories like Hinton to educate communities on superintelligence risks. This isn't peripheral, it's core to Archewell's vision of a safer, more compassionate world, where technology amplifies human potential without compromising it. The impact of Harry and Meghan's participation cannot be overstated. In an era where artificial intelligence investments topped $200 billion in 2024 alone, their endorsement, well, it really injects urgency into regulatory dialogues. By drawing mainstream attention through inevitable media coverage and their Netflix collaborations, the Sussexes humanize abstract threats, making superintelligence relatable to everyday concerns like job displacement or privacy erosion. Early indicators suggest ripple effects. US senators have referenced the letter in hearings, while European Union policymakers cite it in draft AI acts. Financially, it raises thorny questions for tech giants. Venture capital flows to ASI startups may slow as investors weigh reputational risks, potentially redirecting billions towards safety research. Moreover, this move positions the Sussexes as proactive global influencers, contrasting sharply with the more ceremonial roles of other royals. The King and Queen in waiting, Prince William and Catherine, embody tradition, dutifully awaiting ascension while engaging in high-profile but often symbolic duties like environmental patronage or diplomatic tours. Their impact, while culturally significant, remains tethered to the monarchy's velvet ropes, inspiring through pageantry but rarely disrupting entrenched power structures. William's Earthshot Prize, for example, champions green innovation, yet it sidesteps the ethical quagmires of emerging tech like artificial intelligence, where real policy shifts demand confrontation, not coronation. In contrast, Harry and Meghan's exile from the royal fold has liberated them to show up authentically, forging alliances that transcend borders and biases. It's refreshing and, frankly, essential that they are courted for such coalitions. Their involvement doesn't just lend star power, it democratizes the discourse, reminding us that safeguarding humanity's future requires voices from the front lines, not just the throne room. This coalition's broader implications extend to geopolitics and ethics. As nations like the United States, China, and the European Union vie for AI supremacy, the letter warns of an arms race mirroring nuclear proliferation, only faster and more opaque. Hinton's signature carries weight. His 2023 resignation from Google spotlighted internal fears of scary smart AI, and now, amplified by Sussex influence, it pressures labs like OpenAI and Google DeepMind to prioritize alignment research. Public sentiment, per recent polls, aligns only 5% support unregulated superintelligence, with majorities favoring pauses for ethical vetting. Archewell's role here could evolve into convening forums, blending Sussex storytelling with expert testimony to build that broad public consensus. Critics might dismiss celebrity involvement as performative, but evidence suggests otherwise. Past Archewell-backed campaigns, like those on vaccine equity during the COVID-19 pandemic, have mobilized resources and shifted narratives. Similarly, this stance on AI could very well inspire youth-led movements, echoing the digital wellness programs that have already reached tens of thousands. For Meghan Sussex, whose memoir and series have meticulously unpacked media toxicity, superintelligence represents the ultimate frontier. AI-generated deepfakes could weaponize misinformation at scale, eroding trust in institutions. Her voice, tempered by personal scrutiny, really adds authenticity to calls for transparency in AI training data and decision-making. Prince Harry's military background further enriches their contribution. Having witnessed technology's dual edges in conflict zones, from drones to cyber warfare, he brings a grounded perspective on unintended escalations. Together, the Sussexes embody a, compassionate disruption, using their Invictus Games model of resilience to frame AI safety as a veteran issue. protecting future generations from these invisible battlefields. As 2025 unfolds, this coalition's momentum builds toward the United Nations Global Digital Compact in 2026, where AI governance will, really take center stage. Harry and Meghan's early buy-in positions, Archerwell as a linchpin, potentially funding AI ethics grants or partnering with signatories for global summits. The impact? A slowed sprint towards superintelligence, buying time for humanity to, catch its breath. In joining this fray, the Sussexes affirm that true leadership isn't inherited, it's earned through audacious empathy. While others wait in gilded halls, they stride into the unknown, ensuring technology bends toward justice. It's a testament to their enduring relevance, not as relics of empire, but as architects of tomorrow.